everyone, welcome to another episode of NAIJATOAMERICA. As you can see, on today's episode we have guests with us. And as we talked about in our last video, we're going to be doing a roundtable discussion, actually our first panel discussion with some of our guests, and they're going to be talking to us about how they got to the USA, their journey to America, and just getting to know each other better. And yeah, so starting with introductions, my name is Yewi, as you know, and then
my name is James, and I am currently studying for my master's here in the US for the course of data analytics.
Hi guys, my name is Ronke, and I'm having my I am a master's student in public health.
Hey guys, it's Moyo.
Hello guys, my name is Olamide, and I'm a master's student studying computer science.
Awesome. Okay. So great, thank you. So I'm just going to go around and ask everybody, so what did you guys study, and then, how did you choose what to do for your master's? Because it looks like everyone here is getting a message on. So what did you study for your undergrad, and then tell us more about like your background, what you studied for undergrad experience, and then how you got here.
Thank you so much. Basically, I had my bachelor's in statistics, and that was somewhere in Nigeria, University of Nigeria, and I had the privilege of working for about 7 years in Lagos. I did I worked from the banking sector, basically financial sector, and I started with a customer care job and transitioned into IT. And I've actually wanted to be a data analyst, even when I started studying statistics at the University of Nigeria, and here I am studying data analytics.
Okay, thanks.
That's a nice one.
Okay, how about you? How did you get to public health?
Okay, so I had my undergrad bachelor's degree in biomedical science.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like a pre-med school kind of thing. So I studied in the UK, and then I just while studying, I just decided, okay, medicine is not my thing. And then, okay, what else can I do outside of medicine? Then I found out public health. And the reason I love public health is because it's more about preventive science, so to say. So I was like, okay, fine. I mean, since I already have a background in science, medicine generally, let me just go for something outside of the curative science type of thing. So I found myself here in the US studying public health. Yeah.
Did you work after your undergrad, or did you come like straight?
No, I didn't have any work experience.
Alright, so Lamdi, how about you?
Okay, so I had my bachelor's in mathematics.
Okay.
And
mathematics. Wow.
So after my bachelor's, I think I worked for about 3 years. Although I worked in different industries, customer care, aviation. But I didn't really like what I was doing. So I decided that no, I want to study more. I want to get more knowledge, and that's why I decided to come and study computer science.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you looking to like change your career path?
Yes, that's actually what I wanted to do when I came to study, computer science. I wanted to change my career path. I wanted to get into something more creative, something more, futuristic, and yeah, that's why I chose computer science.
Okay. Okay. So why did you guys choose America? Why did you choose the USA? Why didn't you go to like Canada? Okay, you did your undergrad in the UK. Why didn't you just
so let's
get your master's there?
I want to hear.
Yeah, you could have just done like 1 year master's in the UK, and So like, why did you guys choose the USA?
Okay, I would go first. So having my undergrad in the UK, I would have loved to stay back in the UK for my master's, but then
you don't rate America.
What's it?
You don't rate America.
But you are here now
saying
I know, right? Well, I just find myself here. I can't argue with that. Yeah. So the reason I didn't stay back in the UK was because of the immigration rules then. Yeah.
So you wanted to work after?
Yeah, I wanted to work after. Opportunity to stay and probably get a better life there and all of that. But the immigration law at that time, it was really strict. Once you are done with your studies, you have to go back home. And I was like, okay. If UK will not allow me, let me dust my sandals, and try other places. And the funny thing is, just like you said, I actually didn't even want to apply to the US. It was Canada I wanted, and then I applied. Yeah, then I went, submitted applications into some universities. Then they didn't accept me just because my bachelor's degree was for 3 years. So the duration of my bachelor's degree.
Why does that matter? It's not the number of units.
No.
They usually accept on the 4-year degree.
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah, for Canada.
Interesting, I didn't know that.
You went to the UK for your undergrad?
Yeah.
So like you go to school in the US and you like finish early.
there's no how you finish early.
I finished early. I finished 3.5 years.
3.5.
You finished 3.5 years, but I think
But I know people
you
that finished 3 years.
yeah,
I just
you
think
had
it was just the university.
4 calendar years.
No,
Yeah.
I finished 3. If you count the years, it's actually 3 years. But semester is 3.5 semesters.
Really?
Oh, really?
I just think it depends on the university. Probably the university I applied to in the Canadian university.
What
Just
school
in
did you apply to?
Carlton, I've actually
Carlton.
Carlton, some other ones.
I wouldn't have thought that would be a thing.
Dalhousie or something. I don't even pronounce it.
Dalhousie, yeah.
Yeah, so after that I was like, okay, fine. Then my parents were like, why not try the US? I was like, okay, I'll just do it. I mean, yeah.
I don't want to ask, why did you choose the UK? So you went to school in Nigeria, right? Secondary school?
Yes. I
Why
did.
did you choose UK as opposed to other countries? It's 6 hours away from Nigeria.
Okay, so the agents that my parents worked with then,
Okay.
they were more into the UK.
UK, yeah.
Did you
So-
have to like foundation or A-levels?
Yes, I did foundations.
1 year foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, 1
In
year.
Nigeria.
In Lagos, yeah,
Okay.
Wisdom House College. or
Which
something.
technically should count for like 1 year.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Why did they add that to your...
they didn't allow. I mean, everything worked out according to God's plan. So I guess
What
it's
I
just
wanted before leaving school? I actually wanted to be a database administrator. So
You're
at the
what?
point, a database
okay.
administrator.
And you knew that when you were still studying?
Yes, that was basically my third final year. So by the time I was graduating, I enrolled for a training in Oracle database. So which I actually did my certification while waiting for my results to be computed. So when I finished, I had everything I wanted. But funny enough, by the time I graduated, I couldn't get a job that would fit into that because I had little on experience. So I just jumped into any kind of job I could lay my hands on.
Yeah, that's typical.
After spending 1 year at home, you know. So basically,
After NYSC, you spent 1 year. So.
yes. So
doing nothing.
yeah,
Looking for
looking for a job. You know. That's
And searching for a job is another
Yeah,
work
yeah,
on its own.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, so like I said, I knew what I wanted. But while working in the banking sector for about 3.5 years, and I knew I was actually frustrated in what I was doing. I didn't like it, but I had to just keep the spirit up and just keep pushing. But at the same time, I was a team lead at some point, so I actually learned some IT skills while working with the IT guys, so system troubleshooting. So by the time I was going to launch out looking for other jobs, I had to configure my CV to suit what I wanted. And I had an opportunity to actually go to India to do a training in database. That was in 2015. By the time I came back, I landed in an IT job, and that was how I took off.
Okay.
Nice.
That's interesting.
For me, actually, I didn't really have a plan to study in the US initially. So when I finished school, I applied for a job. I got a job, but what really got me thinking was, first of all, I didn't like the job I was doing.
What were you doing?
Yeah, I was doing the job, but I was in customer care.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in customer
Was it
care,
for like,
and
For which company? What kind of
like
industry?
telecom?
I was in customer care for, I think, travel and tourism.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really didn't like it. You know, it was a good job. I mean, it had perks and everything, but it wasn't something I was personally satisfied doing. And so I came in contact with someone who told me, you studied maths, why not study computer science? And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So I began to think in that direction, and I started researching that direction.
For people like that.
So,
I know.
as fate will have it, or as God will have it, I met someone who helps people process admissions at my place of work, and we got talking.
It works at, or it worked with you in the same
Yeah,
place?
no, not work with me.
Oh,
The
was it
person was my
customer?
client.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a customer.
And so I got to know that she helped people, and I told her, she said, okay, no problem, if you want to do that, I could help you. And she started helping me looking for schools. And when she got a good school for me, I was like, oh, good
Because it
idea.
happened to be in the US.
Yeah. And that was how I found myself here.
But actually, I think I had the opportunity of going to UK at some point. I was wanted to go to the UK because I loved the UK so much. I wanted to do my BSc in UK, but it didn't work out. So my mentor, I spoke to him. I said, "See, I want to go to my master's in UK." I said, "What course do you want to study?" I said, "Business Intelligence and Analytics." I was basically supposed to be for University of Westminster. I said, I tried in 2016. I gained admission a number of times, but a few things hampered my movement. He said, forget about UK, go to US, and that was all. And trying out US, one down, here I am.
One day.
One down.
Just one down the way, I guess.
Ring, ring, one day.
No US. No US. I have come to prepare for me.
Oh my God.
Wait, so overall, it sounds like you guys did not really plan per se. Like it just kind of like something that worked out.
Exactly.
I'll say yes. It's something that really just worked out after time. Just seeing that what I was doing was not something I really wanted to do.
But you met someone through where you were working.
Yeah, I met someone through where I was working, but actually someone had already given me the idea before I really met the woman.
Yeah.
But
So
was that
I
lady
was.
who helped you find
But
the
it was that woman that
schools?
really helped me to find the school and put me through the process. Applying for schools in the US is a lot of work because there are a million, thousand, not a million, 1,001 schools to apply to. But when I met that woman, she really helped me. Like, try this, try that.
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to about 5 schools. But when it got to the admission decision, I got admission decisions from 3. Out of the 3, only the present school I'm in now, is it?
The present one,
The present school I'm in now was one who really talked to me,
It's a good
Okay.
segue to the next question. So how did you select? How did you choose this school?
So how I chose the school was, there are a lot of schools to apply to in the US, a lot of schools. But for me, I actually did my research. I first did my research, and I found, I was always online, googling the course I wanted to study, which was computer science, and I found a lot of schools. But when I came in contact with someone who helps people process admission, I told her, okay, I need a school. I don't want, and there were criteria. I told her I don't want it to be above so amount of money per year, and good schooling environment and all that. So she gave me a list of schools that I went through and I applied for. I think I applied for about 5, but 3 got back to me. Out of the 3 that got back to me, my present school was the most welcoming. Like they were always sending me emails. Yeah, they were always communicating with me.
That's something I can testify.
Yeah, they were always communicating with me, sending me videos like, okay, watch out. And I was like, oh, this school is really nice. For them to send me this kind of things, that means they really care about their students, and that's why I picked that school.
Okay, interesting. How about you, James? How did you pick this school? I think you transferred, right?
Yes. But basically, how I got to my first school was actually my place of work. I got challenged kind of because it's something I've always wanted to do my master's abroad. You get from Nigeria, and where I worked was a financial investment company, and virtually about 98% of the staff in that company were BSc UK, MSc US, MSc US, Honestly, I told how many of us? I think I could barely count about 3 or 4 of us had just Nigerian degrees.
Okay.
And I told myself, this is a mission accomplished.
MSc US, I will get
Yes.
Okay, and basically, so I got to talk to one of my senior colleagues. She told me her younger sister just left for New York like a month prior to the time we were talking. I said, oh really?
Nice.
So please, this is my challenge. Can you help? She now linked me to the agent that helped her younger sister, and that was how I got to my first school. So, but coming to my present school, I took my time, went online. I searched for schools. I had 3 schools in mind. I applied to University of Michigan, Dearborn, Radford University, Virginia, and my present school. Okay, and so my present school currently, we're the only school offering admission to international students in spring.
Spring semester, that's correct.
So the other 2
and you came
were
in
not
fall.
exactly. My
first
first school was in fall, and I needed to transfer in the spring semester. So and basically we had kind of back and forth mails and transactions going on between I and the lecturer, the person who offered me admission, who was kind of in charge of the department, because he said that I had a lot of prerequisites that I should go for computer science. I said no, I want data analytics. This is what I want.
Gotta know what you want.
What were you studying in
Yeah.
the first school?
It was IT security, information system security.
So it was more like because of what you wanted.
Exactly was what
That's
I
why you
wanted to
came.
study. Exactly, that was actually why I transferred,
Okay.
and that's why I'm where I am today.
Alright, so how did you come to the US? How did you find your school?
My story is kind of funny. Because I only applied to this private school, just one, and that was a really great risk. That was a risk business.
Yeah,
I'm just grateful to God because one thing I did, I used an agent to get into the university just to help me with the whole process. And while they were doing their own background and all of that internet search, I was praying as well. Even though I was supplying the necessary information that they needed, I was just like, okay, God, because one thing about my life is it's all has been God. So I was just praying behind closed doors that God just help them pick the right school for me, and God answered my prayer. And I applied. I was given the admission. I applied for visa. And I was not rejected. I'm grateful to God for that.
So
obviously, if you're rejected, you won't be here now.
You applied.
I'll probably apply. I'll keep applying, but I'm grateful I was not rejected.
Did you look at other schools in Canada as well, or just USA?
I did.
So just one school in America.
Just one school in America, and I think 3 schools in Canada. The funny thing is actually the United States was not even in my mind at all. So once I finished my undergrad in the UK, the next thing was masters in Canada. That was what I wanted. That was my plan. But when I started the application process and I was rejected, the first university, I don't know why they rejected, but the one that got back to me, pertaining the reason why I was not given the admission was because of the length of my undergrad.
I did want to ask though, so for the school you're in now, what exactly stood out? Why didn't you, so they brought one school to you, your agents, you paid somebody and they gave you just one school and you went for that one school. So what exactly was it about this school?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm serious because it's God. That's just it. Because if that's actually, I'm not joking. How can someone just bring just one university and then
mine too was actually one school.
Just one university and
so long. She just after long community was just one school.
So long they had public health. Masters of public.
Yours was they have public health,
and I'm grateful to God. Like they have good, they actually have good opportunities here as well.
For me, I just wanted to do masters.
I think everyone. My kids studied
NAIJATOAMERICA.
Let's do my masters.
The agent told me for one school it is so amount. For 2 schools,
Okay, so they charge
admissions by schools.
I did not know that.
So actually what I was supposed to do was I was supposed to apply by myself, but I was so busy with work. So I really didn't have time to be doing all those application and everything. If not, that was the ideal thing to do for me. But I had to give the woman because I wanted her to take care of that part. I'll just give her the money, she'll take care of it. So she gave me all my schools by price. I was not like, okay, what will happen is do one school, I'll do 2. I'll do 2 by myself.
I don't think that because you mentioned something that said about the university, doing one university.
Yeah, this was the one she found for me. And she's well known in Lagos. You understand? I just met her by chance because most of my friends that I met here, they told me that was
What's
the
name? You
Met.
Met, yeah, that's the one.
I went to Met.
So she was my client, I used to book trips for her and all that.
Just on average.
No, mine was at Aquare.
Okay. So she was my client and we used to meet. So one day we were just talking and
just
she told me
free plug from Met.
So we were just talking and she told me, I do admissions for people. I was saying, really? I want to go. And I said, no, really, that time I said it jokingly because I really wasn't sure. She just said, okay, if you want to go, I'll help you do it. And she gave me the price. 1 school, she gave me price. 2 schools, I said, okay.
Which one is? Why are they doing that though? If you went through Met, I'm wondering, did you go through?
Well, that's the story. That's the story for another day.
Because your GRE scores, for instance, you can send to. But okay, so they help to package your application.
Yeah, what she basically helped me do was she was intermediary between me and the school. She was talking to the admissions people, giving them all the information, telling them what I have and how I qualify for the admission. Okay. But from my own end, I was just sending out all the details. Okay, she will ask me, do you have this document? yes, I have it, I'll forward it to her. And she was just talking to the school on my behalf. And
Okay.
yeah, that was the part she really played.
So you mentioned that you didn't have time, that's why you used an agent.
Yeah, I
you
was very busy.
Why did you use an agent as opposed to doing everything on your own?
Because I'm going to be sincere, I didn't know nothing about
Admission.
yeah.
I mean, you use an agent for your UK too as well,
Yeah,
so
so
it's
it's just-
understandable.
Did you use by yourself?
Oh, I think basically I did it at some point, but all my UK admissions I did them all by myself.
Okay.
For my US, I actually did a few applications and they were favorable. But I just wanted something that I don't have to bother my head over nothing at some point because I was just ready with a lot of things. I worked so much and so hard at that point.
Wait, so you use an agent for US?
Yes, I used an
I see.
agent.
So everybody uses
So,
agents.
how did you select your agent?
So I told you I met her by chance.
Okay, you met her by
Okay, basically
chance.
I met the agent through one of my senior colleagues.
Somebody that I used the service, so like a referral,
Yeah, exactly.
okay. And then for you?
Same, a family friend. Yeah.
Was the person the same person that did your UK one as well?
No, it's a different agent.
Okay. So your family friend is an agent?
No.
They know the agent?
Yeah,
I see.
the agents did it for their daughter then.
Okay.
So something that is really useful too, if you don't want to use an agent, is to talk to your seniors who are already in the US. Those ones they probably have a lot of knowledge about the school systems, the good schools, the schools, because US schools they are different. You know, some are more favorable to international students.
Oh, yeah.
and
some are
the opportunities that
and
they
the
have as well.
opportunities they have. And so that's what a lot of people do. You talk to your seniors who are over there and you can do the application by yourself. Some of them will even be very glad to help you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a hard and fast rule that you must use an agent, you know. Some people do it by themselves and they get admissions. So.
And that's what, so even though I went to Met for, let me just clarify, I went to Met for SAT classes, I did not use them for like admissions.
Okay.
So I did my admission process
Yeah,
by
I did
myself.
by
I just
yourself.
took like classes with them for the
With
exam.
classes.
In fact, one of my senior colleagues, another one, though, he said because he was in one of the schools here in the US, and he told me, he said, you don't need to go through any, just go on and do it yourself. And
Yeah, it's
I
actually
was going to
easy.
use an agent. I'm like, why would I pay money? I could just go online. I have internet at home. I just go online and go and look for schools myself.
didn't
I have
know that.
family here that will guide me and tell me to apply to certain schools. So I
Exactly.
didn't see any point in using an agent. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense
Yeah.
to me.
But I think, okay, so just like you guys mentioned, it was the first time for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the thing. So now if anyone wants to go in my family or anyone around
You know
me,
what to do.
I know what to do. I know how to
Exactly.
advise. I just...
So what was your timeline for applying to school? So from like the period where it's like I want to go to America and I'm going to start to the point where you get admission and come here. So what was your timeline? Was it like over a year, 2 years, 6 months? How did that work? How did that look for you?
Well, I had a very short time. I think I started my admissions sometime in May.
Did you write GRE?
No, any school that gives me the option of taking GRE, I
Oh, yeah, well,
I had
that's-
enough
Okay,
experience.
so you didn't have, so it was like I want to go now, like it was like,
Yes.
so you were not any school that had GRE.
Even when I applied to UK schools, once you gave me the option of going through GRE, I don't have that time because I was too busy.
Okay.
And I knew I had a lot of experiences to cover up for that. But at some point I tried Georgia Southern University, but they kept pushing that I have to do GRE, and I told them, sorry, I
So
have
you
my...
looked for schools specifically
Exactly.
that had the
That didn't have the
GRE.
GRE. That's correct.
Exactly.
Did you not write GRE as well?
I wrote GRE, yeah.
I wrote
I wrote my GRE like I think 1 year before.
Before,
Yeah, I wrote my GRE 1 year before. I wrote my TOEFL like 8 months before.
Did you do TOEFL or IELTS?
I did do TOEFL.
So wait, did you say May? Or?
Yeah, I started my admissions in...
And you came in August?
And I came in August, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding.
No,
So,
Really?
I'm sorry, when did you start your application process?
That's why you came for. That's why you applied to one school.
You started the application process in May?
Yes.
So you were probably like last round of admission?
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Did you get
Yeah.
any kind of funding? Or did you qualify for any kind of funding given your time?
No.
Okay. So you came in May and then you did your visa everything by August.
Yeah. My living in Nigeria was within the...
When did you make a decision to leave Nigeria? When did you say I want to go and do my business?
Actually, I just started the preparations in sometime in March. But I had some delays.
Delays in what, like process?
Delayed,
Transcript and all that?
exactly.
Okay.
And so by the time I got to reach out and finally finalize with the agent, I think we started everything sometime in May, and
Okay.
the admission process, it didn't take that long. I think it was maybe around 1 or 2 months, and we got us all sorted out.
Okay. How about you?
Interesting.
And I think my visa was around August. I think I had just 1 week to leave Nigeria or two. That window.
It's you.
Did you miss orientation or anything? Or you came?
Yeah, I did.
So we're late.
Did that
I met orientation.
Oh, you met orientation?
Yes, I did.
But did that kind of paint you into the, I don't want to say decision, but the option of just your first course? So given the limited time
because you applied to just one school.
You applied to one school. It doesn't sound like you really went through.
There were a few courses they offered, but
in other schools. Because at that point in time, I can imagine most of them.
Most of them are done with like admissions. Most of them are done with.
I really take
deadlines
exactly.
Okay, so it sounded to me like you just wanted to get out of Nigeria.
Yes.
Like this place, I'm
I'm
No doubt. What I think I just wanted to do my masters outside the country. No, that was
It's okay. If you are watching this and you want to come, it's not looking this for your
friend. You can be like, no. The only downside is you might not get the course you want to study right there.
Yeah, just like you did.
Funding is also very
and
important.
funding, you might not get.
And you didn't get funding your first semester, right? So
no, I was supposed to get it maybe my third semester.
It's okay.
That was actually why I made up my mind to do my transfer.
I see. Okay, so that explains your story more.
So for me, I started. It took I would say a year because I had to sit for GRE. I took GRE classes and TOEFL as well.
So you had like a year in between, like when you finished undergrad and when you started your masters.
So I started the admission process in March of 2017.
Okay.
Then I sat for GRE for 2 months before I wrote the exam.
Okay.
Alongside, they started the application already for fall of spring of 2018.
Okay.
Yes, because I had to do NYC as well just to finish up. So I finished that. So alongside from March of 2017.
So that's in December.
Yeah, December.
About 9 months.
Okay, that's decent.
For me, I always say the earlier the better, you know. If you start very early, very good. My own, I started preparing for like, I think 3 years in advance.
I was.
It's my age.
Yeah, 3 years.
It's marriage. It's a serious decision.
I'll tell you because.
You know that some people rush.
I know I want to get my master's.
It's because we're like at extremes.
This one.
No, I think you should get something right.
It's okay.
I think I've actually been preparing to do this, but maybe I was looking at it in the wrong direction. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So maybe it was in the wrong direction.
I see.
But it's not
I said 3 years in advance. What I did was that when I started searching for the course I would study, that was online. That was my preliminary research course, you know, specialization. You can't just say you want to study one course. There are a lot of specializations, and there are places where you will fit in and places where you won't fit in. So I did that. Then I started preparing for GRE. That was what took the majority of the time. You know, I wanted to write GRE and get a very good score, so I'll get very good funding. So I prepared for my GRE for like, I think 1.5 years. That time the real fact was that I didn't have I read by myself. I never went to GRE to first class.
2 years.
Yeah.
Did you study yourself?
I studied myself because I didn't want to go to any classes, and I needed a good funding, and with good grades, GRE grades, you can get good funding. And so that was what took the bulk of the time. I wrote GRE, then
Did you get a good score?
yeah, I got above 300.
Okay.
I got close to 310.
Wow!
I got close to 310, even though I never got to use my GRE for my admission.
Wow, that's not right.
I use it for Texas Tech, but I didn't use it for the school I'm in right now. So I did that. Then I wrote TOEFL again. I got my good.
You're very serious.
Okay, is that you know English? I don't.
You are from an English speaking.
Yeah, why do you write
I'm from an English speaking country, but
they actually not
why I wrote those
universities.
Why I wrote those exams, some very good schools, they check all those things.
I mean, they check the
So
score.
you didn't want to leave any stone unturned.
I didn't want to leave any stone unturned. Number 2, when you're going for your visa, they ask those questions just to see your seriousness of going to the US. So it won't be like, this guy's trying to escape.
It's gonna be a good. I'm not saying this.
So I prepared very well for those things. And at that point in time, I really didn't have the money to go, but I knew if I had my results and everything down, once the money comes, my admission will be very fast, and that was exactly what happened. Once the money came, I just called the what's her name, the woman who helped me, the agent, and I started giving her everything. Oh yeah, bring Tofel, I gave her. Bring this, I gave her everything, and that was how I got my admission.
That's good. I guess preparation pays.
Yeah, another thing is the Naija factor is also there. The Nigerian schools, Naija factor. The Nigerians they delay a lot of things.
Before they send transcript,
letters of reference and all those things.
And so
that really gave me a cushion, So with all the delays.
That's alright, guys. We've come to the end of this episode. It was the first half of this
of the journey
couple of
to the
episodes
USA.
of Journey to the USA. This is the before you came to the USA, just sharing your stories. It was very, very nice to have guests. I think we should do this more.
Yeah.
I think it was fun talking to other people. So look forward to part 2 of this series, and give thumbs up, like, share, subscribe.
Yes. And part 2 is about their journey right now, or their lives right now. So after coming to the USA, how do they like their lives here, and what are the plans for the future? So remember to like again, comment, subscribe, leave us feedback.
Bye. See you in the next one.